Hi everyone, this is my introduction video for EDFN 320 Module 1. I'm Alexa Townsley. I'm going into junior year this upcoming fall at Millersville as an early childhood education student with an integrative STEM minor. I'm from right here in Lancaster, so I commute to campus. I enjoy spending time with friends and family as well as my puppy. I have an older brother and a younger sister, so I'm a middle child. I'm most happy when I'm outdoors, and I love the warm weather. I work with children in a gym daycare center. After graduating from Millersville, I hope to be an elementary school teacher, anywhere from kindergarten to third grade. While reading the article, I definitely realized I agree with Prensky that students today are different from students earlier in history with the amount of technology and advancements young children have been exposed to. Prensky says on page 9, the tools, the requisite skills, and the knowledge have all changed in this day of time. He describes how students are far ahead of us in their technological thinking. They're already busy adopting new systems for communicating, sharing, as in blogs, buying and selling, like eBay and Craigslist, exchanging, creating, evaluating, searching, like Google, and many other things he lists on page 10. People used to have to find scribes to write for them, he says. Today's kids are programmers. He says that on page 12. That's crazy to think how times have changed and we rely so much more on technology than ever before. On the other article, Gutnick says on page 16, as digital media has transformed adults' lives, how we work, play, and get information, it seems natural that such technology has filtered down to our children's lives as well. This statement totally stuck out to me because I feel like our world is so advanced and every day there's something new, and so children are born into this ever-changing universe that they become accustomed to it and are shaped by it forever. Throughout the article, Gutnick continues to describe how children today are exposed at an early age to all types of technology and forms of media. There was various charts that showed different devices and technologies that are owned by households with children of young ages and how often they're used. It was crazy to see how often they were really taken advantage of, and most households did have some type of electronic. It was wild that it showed children that even as infants they were using electronics like learning toys. The Listen to the Natives article discussed how digital natives are people who are brought up during the age of digital technology, while digital immigrants are people who were brought up before the widespread use of digital technology. I would say my generation is around when technology started to spread. Electronics were used in elementary school, but not as much as they're used today, and we were more focused on having fun and playing outside and stuff, but they're a lot more common today, and kids rather play on their electronics than go outdoors. My parents' generation, I would say, are digital immigrants because they don't necessarily, they didn't really grow up where technology was heavily used, and some adapt well while others don't. For example, my stepdad is up to date with technology and uses it frequently, but my mom struggles to use her phone and even needs help from me and other digital natives like my sister and friends. I feel comfortable using technology and I feel as though I'm pretty good at it. Throughout elementary school we did a lot of online programs which exposed me to computers and other technologies at an early age. I enjoy technology when everything goes as planned, and many projects using it turn out awesome, but when things get complicated and aren't working out as planned, it gets kind of difficult and I get frustrated. But hopefully I'll get over that, and yeah. I was brought up in my education career with electronics and such being thought of as distractions rather than learning devices. I was really surprised when Prensky said in the article, one of the most important tools for 21st century students is not the computer that we educators are trying so hard to integrate, but the cell phone. I was like, what? I grew up where cell phones, you could get them taken in school and they were never used as learning tools. It would be difficult for me to incorporate them in my classroom, even with Prensky's arguments of how they're useful, because my past experiences and conceptions of them were shaped to not be appropriate in the learning environment. It surprises me, actually, how most school districts, even in this area, use iPads for students and take full advantage of them, using them for homework and everything. I feel as though it's something teachers nowadays will just have to get used to. Like, I will have to get over it, and try to incorporate it, because technology is only increasing and becoming more and more common. On page 11, Prensky says, digital tools are like extensions of students' brains. I totally agree with this statement. There are many uses of technology that can encourage and expand learning, but sometimes it will be difficult for me to put aside my past experiences and make a very technology-friendly classroom. I like Prensky's perception that teachers should keep up to date with new technology that could be beneficial to the classroom, because it can help all the students, those that need extra help, and it could be a fun activity in general. On page 10, he says, we need to help all of our students take advantage of these new tools and systems to educate themselves. I'm interested to learn more about how to keep up with and integrate new technology in my future classroom, and hopefully this class will give me an insight on how to accomplish this. As far as what I expect from the course and my worries and everything, I just hope the course will give me an idea of how to integrate technology in my classroom more, as in, like, ideas when to use it during activities and stations. I'd like to be more aware of ways I can take advantage of technology to assist students with special needs or those that need extra help as well. I'm slightly worried about all the new technology that this class requires. Like, even in the first module, we had to embed a video, and that was stressful for me because I've never done that before. And the example video really helped. But I haven't taken a technology course since the beginning of high school, so overall I'm pretty excited for this class and to learn new things. I hope to be able to relate the new information in my future classroom. And that's about it. Thank you. Nice to meet everyone.